So it means that, corresponding to previous slide, we have new instructors' roles. And if we see, new roles require new competences. And with these new competences, we can do new tasks. But new tasks require new skills for doing these tasks. I give you this reference. It is Varvel, 2007, and in his article, Master Online Teacher Competences, this author is giving more than 100 different teacher competences, and he makes a difference between the core competences and which are necessary for giving online teaching and learning, and exemplary, so that is the best of the learners. He makes a difference between the knowledge indicators and the performance indicators. And that is the whole subdivision of all these competences according to the different roles that are to be taken by these new supervisors, by these new instructors. So here you have the reference. Please have a look at these different lists of competences. It's a very long list, but it doesn't mean that you have to become, let's say, the one who is fulfilling all these competences. We come back to that. The most needed competences and skills are in this list. First, interpersonal communication, the planning of the course, the collaboration and teamwork skills. Oral communication skills are very important. The writing skills, organizational skills, feedback skills, knowledge of the distance education field, knowledge on the basic technology, and last but not least, access to the right technology that we need for teaching. That's a slide from Varvel, the article of 2007, where he's presenting the instructional outcomes from 0 to the very best against the number of competences. So the more competences you have for teaching, the more instructional outcomes you can realize. That's the theoretical line. In practice, it's not a line, it's not a straight line. It's kind of hysteresis curve. So it means that when you have a limited number of competences, because this axis is inversed, so half the way, 50% of competences is already reaching more than 50% of the instructional outcomes. If we look now at our PRINTeL program, then we see that we can say that most of our participants dispose on quite a lot of competences. And that means that they reach already, or can reach potentially, they can reach a lot of these instructional outcomes. That is the advantage of the PRINTeL course. The online teaching and learning relies on the academic, organizational, and IT support. So that's the third partner. Besides of the students, the teachers, we have the organization of the university. They have to answer to the teachers' needs, the different forms of support. They have to provide in-service training and retraining. In service, it means while during the working hours. Academic and strategic support. The strategic plan, the strategic development plan of the university have to be reduced or reviewed, and it means teachers have to be fit in this new strategy, and therefore the university also has to provide some human resource support. At students level, there is a big need to a well-developed and functional electronic learning platform to realize all the communication between the university, the teachers, and the students. There is big need in organizational and planning support, and students ask for experienced and competent faculty teaching staff. So it means that online teaching and learning is bringing our teachers in a position that they have to find new roads for the futures, for the right direction, to take the right direction to the future. Answer to the primary question, is online teaching and learning here to stay? Yes, it is. But it will be in a mode of blended learning, taught by experienced, competent, and motivated staff, framed in a well-taught strategy, and last but not least, allowing to turn computer-supported teaching and learning into a full online teaching and learning when urged by environmental conditions like this pandemic. So we will conclude this introductory presentation by having a few questions where you can answer yes or no. Just read the question and then you have a few seconds to open your My Status part at the left side in the lower part of your screen to answer that question. So the first question is, did you experience during the past year in your university a full lockdown period imposing full online teaching for a longer time, minimum 2 weeks? So please answer yes or no.